Hello everyone, today we will solve problem over finite difference method. So let us focus on example. So our problem statement is a continuous beam of length L supports the concentrated load P at free end and estimate the deflection at the free end and take 5 nodal points. So solution is to draw a cantilever beam and apply P force at free end. So this is our cantilever beam and apply P force on free end. And total distance is L meter. That is from this is A point and this is B point. So from A point to B point total distance is L. Okay. Then next is take 5 node points over this beam. So take this 5 node point in equal part. For example, here at point A, node point is 1, then here 2, 3, 4, and over this B point, node point is 5. Okay. Then next, for cantilever beam, take dummy nodal point as on left of support, like that here, that is node point 0. This is our dummy nodal point. Then next, there are total 5 node points. Total distance is L meter, that is this total distance is divided into 4 equal parts, that is L by 4, L by 4, L by 4 and L by 4. Okay. Then next is solution. So in that first step is divide the beam into 4 equal parts. Okay. So that means H is equal to L by 4. Okay. Then next, assume imaginary nodal point 0 towards left support. Okay. From A point to left support is 0. Take dummy nodal points. Then next is step number 2. Draw bending moment diagram. Bending moment diagram. So firstly, take neutral axis A and B. So at point A, take moment at point A. So over this B point, P kilonewton point load is act. So P into total distance is L. That means at point A, bending moment is PL. That is P is point load and total distance is L. So this is bending moment diagram, like that, minus. Okay. So this total distance is P into L. Then next is step number 3. Okay. Third step is apply initial boundary. Then third step is draw M upon EI diagram. So same, first draw given beam, that is A and B. Okay. Then at point over this AB, 4 node point is at, that is 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Okay. Then m upon EI diagram means m means movement divided by EI. EI is constant. So first take movement at point A. So over this B point, P kilonewton point load is act. So P into total distance is L. So at point A, moment is P L divided by EI is constant. Okay. Then next, m upon EI diagram over second nodal point. So take movement at point 2. As we know that formula is total distance is L meter, then at point 2 distance is 3/4 L. So that means here P into 3/4 L, that is 3PL divided by 4 EI. Then next take movement at point 3. Total distance is L. Then from B point to third nodal point distance is L by 2. So m upon EI diagram is this P into PL by 2 EI, right? That is half length. Then next take movement at point 4, that is P into, here distance is L by 4, that means PL divided by 4 EI. Okay, so this is our m upon EI diagram. Okay, and this point is PL divided by EI. Okay, then next is step number 4, that is apply initial boundary conditions. So y0, y1, y2, y3, y4 and y5 be the deflection under nodal point 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So here A point is a fix, so that's why node 1 is fixed. Okay, so at point A, one nodal point is at first number, so that's why node 1 is also fixed supports. Then next, from this y1 is equal to 0 because of fixed support, and y0, okay, y0 is equal to y2 because of due to symmetry on both sides of fixed support. Then next, step number 5, fifth step is apply central finite difference equation to each node. So equation is y base to n minus 1 minus 2y base to n plus y base to n plus 1 is equal to h square into mn divided by EIN. Okay. Then next, so first take node point 1, that means n is equal to 1. So put this value, all this value in this equation. So first y n minus 1, so here n is 1, so 1 minus 1 is equal to 0, minus 2y n value is 1 plus this y n plus 1, that is 1 plus 1 is equal to 2, is equal to h square into m1 divided by ei1. Then next we know that y0 is equal to y2. So here put these values over y0. y0 is equal to y2, that's why here we take y2. y2 minus, here we know that y1 value is equal to 0. So that's why this whole term is equal to 0. Then next remaining is plus this y2 is equal to h. We know that value of h is nothing but L by 4. Okay. So here take L by 4 square into m1 means take movement at point at first nodal point. Okay. That is PL divided by EI. So into this PL divided by EI. Okay. Then next this y2 gets 2y2 is equal to minus L by 4 square into PL divided by EI. Okay. So this is our equation number first. So here we take negative sign due to hogging bending moment. Okay. Then next take nodal point second. Node second. That means n is equal to 2. Okay. Then next put all this value in this equation. So first y base to n is 2. 2 minus 1 is equal to 1. That is y1 minus this 2y base to n. That means n is 2 plus y n plus 1, that is 2 plus 1 is equal to 3 is equal to h is nothing but L by 4 h square into m2. So you can see here at point 2, that means second nodal point movement is 3PL divided by 4EI. So here 3PL divided by 4EI. So we know that y1 value is equal to 0. So that's why here this whole term is equal to 0. So remaining equation is minus 2y2 plus y3 is equal to L by 4 square into 3PL divided by 4EI. Okay. So this is equation number second. Then next take third node point, that is n is equal to 3. Same, put this value in this equation. Y n minus 1, that is 3 minus 1 is nothing but y2 minus 2y base to n is 3 plus y n plus 1, that means 3 plus 1 is nothing but 4 is equal to h is L by 4 square into movement at third node point, that is PL divided by 2EI. So here PL divided by 2EI. So this is here also minus sign because of hogging bending moment. So this is equation number third. Then next take fourth node point, that is n is equal to 4. So our equation is yn minus 1 minus 2y base to n plus yn plus 1 is equal to h square into mn divided by ei base to n. Okay. So here n is 4. So put this value in this equation. Yn minus 1, that is 4 minus 1 is nothing but 3 minus 2y4 plus y n plus 1, that is 4 plus 1 is nothing but 5, is equal to, we know that h is equal to L by 4 h square, that means whole bracket square. The next mn, that means n is 4, that means moment at fourth nodal point. So we know that moment at fourth nodal point is PL divided by 4 EI. Okay. So this is equation number 4. Then next, by solving equation 1, 2, 3 and 4, then we get deflection under nodal point, that is y2, y3, y4 and y5 values. Okay. We get, so firstly we take first equation, that is 2y2 is equal to minus L by 4 square into PL divided by EI. Okay. Then solve this equation. So here y2 is equal to, here L square, then 4 square is 16, 2y2 is equal to L square divided by 16 into PL divided by EI. Okay. Then multiply by 2. Here y2 is equal to 2 into 16 is nothing but 32. That means L square divided by 32 into PL divided by EI. Okay. And next y2 is equal to this L square plus this L is nothing but PL cube divided by 32 EI. Okay. This is our deflection under second nodal point. Okay. Similarly, by solving this second, third and fourth equation, then we get y3, y4 and y5 value. So here y3 deflection under third nodal point is 7 PL cube divided by 64 EI. All values is in minus because of fogging bending moment. And y4 is equal to 7 PL cube divided by 32 EI. Then y5 is equal to 11 PL cube divided by 32 EI. Okay. So you can see here in question, we have to find out deflection at free end, that is deflection at point 5, fifth nodal point. Okay. That means deflection under fifth node. So deflection under fifth nodal point is 11 PL cube divided by 32 EI. So here 11 divided by 32 is 3. That means y5 is equal to PL cube divided by 3 EI, downward side, that means negative sign. Okay. So this is our final answer, deflection at free end. Deflection at free end, that means under fifth nodal point. This is our final answer. Thank you.